The gamer lifestyle. Skeptics will argue that we are nowhere near this level of simulation capacity, citing the uninspiring, two-dimensional, self-infested representations of the internet today. We consume more than we participate, as much of our online time is spent mindlessly scrolling. There is one exception to this pattern: massively multiplayer online games, short MMOs. While social networks descended into platforms for expressing political hate, spreading conspiracy theories, and posting dull memes, MMO games have been improving every year, inhabiting worlds of near film-level quality and chatting live with others. Players foster genuine connections as they team up against a common virtual enemy. If we accept that MMOs are a template for the metaverse, then Fortnite could also be called a pre-metaverse. You might know it as a video game, but it is more than that. Despite the fact that it currently has over 350 million players, Fortnite has become a substitute for Facebook for the younger generation. Not only do they come together there in teams to defeat a common enemy and chat live with each other along the way, but they also build new virtual worlds together. Fortnite is not the only one of its kind. Minecraft has over 100 million players and Roblox 150 million. Based on the stats from Statistica.com, there are over 3 billion people on the planet playing online games each year. This is a growing trend which will accelerate to unimaginable levels in the next years as we live life from one lockdown to the next. The times of the stereotypical introverted nerdy gamer are over. PewDiePie, the most influential YouTuber out there, became famous by filming himself playing video games and making witty comments. With 109 million subscribers, he is more influential than most politicians and celebrities of this world. For comparison, Yuval Noah Harari, who is considered as one of the greatest thinkers of the last decade, has only 308,000 subscribers, which makes up about 0.28% of PewDiePie's following. It is also worth mentioning that the number of adults playing video games has increased in the last decade, as graphics and plots behind the games became smarter and more complex. And now, with a lot more adults stuck in home office, video games will have an even larger draw. The most compelling argument for the metaverse is its environmental implications. The biggest factor in the destruction and pollution of the environment is our obsession with consumption. During any given grocery trip, we choose between hundreds of types of cheese, yogurts, sausage, apples, tomatoes, not to mention the thousands of types of clothing and shoes and millions of other consumer products imported from China, New Zealand, Bangladesh, Brazil, and all corners of the world to Europe or the USA or any country, and all to satisfy the unquenched needs of the modern consumer. This behavioral pattern leads to environmental pollution and destruction, and we are certain that most humans will not willingly lower their consumption levels if they can afford not to. In contrast, one feature that defines a serious gamer is dedication to an minimalist lifestyle. Once they are plugged in, they hardly care about consumption in real life. Coca-Cola and pizza seems to keep most gamers happy, and I'm sure someone has already invented a bio version of each to keep them healthy. A hardcore gamer takes a shower maybe once in a week or two, saving gallons of water. A gamer also hardly travels beyond work and school. They tend to own little clothing and don't change it often, thereby forging an industry that skyrockets humanity's carbon emissions, dries up water sources, and pollutes rivers and streams with dyes and other toxic channels. Over 85% of all textiles go to the dump each year, along with the microplastics and chemicals from frequent washing. Add to that the horrific conditions people in countries like Bangladesh and the Philippines have to work, and it's enough to make you want to go nude. The typical gamer is also uninterested in material wealth, that is, wealth in the base reality sense. They prefer instead to accumulate wealth in the virtual world, spending their money on virtual clothes, tools, and armor for their avatar in the game. One of the main reasons for suffering in this world is the endless greed of billionaires and millionaires. Consider how hedge funds and other financial institutions destroy companies and entire economies of small countries through stock market speculation. The reason they can do this is because we all secretly feed on the dream of becoming rich one day. If we can experience this dream in the metaverse, then perhaps we will not be so easily manipulated by marketing to buy things we do not need with money we do not have. From these points, we can conclude that gamers have perhaps the lowest carbon footprint in the developed world. For that fact alone, they deserve our respect.